Good morning, good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. My name is Shadden, and I write on how to eliminate psychological suffering. This is me changing up the play a little bit because I realized last weekend that not everybody likes to read. If you go to my website, shaddenalkashif.com, you can read over 335 blog posts that I write in terms of how to eliminate psychological suffering. So I'm going to get into more tools, tips, tricks. But one thing is going for a simple walk and breathing. I got a little garbage in my hand. Um, Look, there's more. So you can lead by example and not practice, preach, and post all these motivational quotes and blah, blah, blah while you're in bed not doing anything. It is about, I guess, I start about 1:43, so probably 5 minutes in or so into this walk, a.m. Eastern time. So almost 2 a.m. Eastern time. I'm doing the work. I'm not just yapping, but I do yap my mouth sometimes. But I realize that the people that I listen to, they're out there doing the work rather than talking about doing the work. So I wrote about this before. I'm just going to mention it real quick because today's topic, actually, let's make today's topic leading by example. So I'm going to write about that after I get home and showered and all that, finish this workout. Um, I've committed to doing 5K every single day. Um, my mentor, my first coach ever, 2015. You should follow him, Kendall Ficklin. That's K-A-N, no, KENDALLFICKLIN. Kendall Ficklin. So he's committed to doing a marathon or half marathon January 4th. So I'm committed to do it with him. He's committed, I believe. He posted yesterday he's doing 5 miles a day. I'm only gonna do 3 because my ankle is still healing. I'm not sure if y'all can see it. It's still healing from my accident last year in June. So I gotta kind of try to take it easy because it's still swollen. Even though right when I get up, even if I sleep with my legs elevated, it's still swollen. So I gotta take it easy and not put so much pressure on the knee. That's why I'll be riding my bike a little bit more often. If you're in the GTA area, there's little rabbit. These rabbits are out, but sometimes I jump real quick because the skunks are out at this early hour in the morning too. My guy Joe knows he's out here getting it too. Usually in the mornings. Check him out. Um, he does avionics. He fixes planes. But anyhow, so let's talk about leading by example and why that's important. I'm gonna write about it, but I just want to elaborate on these videos. So leading by example. What does that mean? What does that take? So we have a lot of people. I think it's great actually. Depends on the platform that you use. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, YouTube is the place to be for education. So that's why I decided to go on YouTube because a lot of people get their education from YouTube. So when I say education, I'm not speaking from a place of, actually, I am speaking from a place of authority, but you have to realize that always be learning. I'm always learning. I'm always observing. I'm always listening, despite the fact you might think I'm not listening. And when I hear one thing, I'm usually like, oh, that's just a reflection. They're a reflection. Whenever they're saying something, they're a reflection. So if they're not leading by example, and then I'm doing the work, and then they're triggered by me doing the work, they're gonna say something. Think about that for a second. If you're leading by example, doing the work, you're out here. People are like, why are you up so early in the morning, blah blah blah? Because I got a mission. I worked too hard to get this far for me to stay the same, sleeping in, staying in bed for days, weeks on end. I ain't about that life. That bed is not gonna make your quote unquote dreams come true. They're not gonna make the visions that God puts in your mind come true. You actually have to go do the work. And there's people that have been doing the work way longer than you have. Yes, you watching this, but you're over here watching, judging, and trying to give them advice. Don't give advice if you haven't been through what you're speaking about. So I can speak to psychological suffering. I'm not gonna get into my full story because that's a whole other situation. But lead by example. You could talk and yap all you want. No one, and I mean no one, is gonna listen to you. No one is gonna heed your advice if you're not out here doing the work. Uh, and listen, the results show. Okay, if someone walks into a room, heavy set, breathing, can't even, right? Think about that for a second. Are you gonna follow their fitness advice? Are you gonna follow their advice about how to get fit, how to maintain your body, right? Are you gonna follow that advice? I'm living heaven on earth every single day. It's not always perfect, but people try to throw things at me and there's Chris, but they forget to acknowledge the work that I'm actually doing. You can scream at the mountaintop, always choose love, help people, this and this. And then when you're doing it, someone's gonna find a fault in you. Someone's gonna find the negative and they're gonna point that out. That's it. When in reality, while you're leading by example, while you're walking the talk, not just talking, less talk, more action, people are gonna still find something to criticize. And you know what I say to that? I'm not gonna say it because this is gonna be a children's. This is gonna be for children as well because I need them to listen, do the work, lead by example. Don't just talk about it because there's a lot of people out here talking about it. Even business coaches, business gurus talking about running a business when they've never actually ran a business, right? When they've never actually read a business book. I'm reading a business book again for the third time, maybe fourth time. I'm reviewing every single day. I'm reading something related to the mind. I'm developing a course based on my experiences and based on practical. Be a theorist, not an idealist. No, not don't be a theorist. I mean, be a practical person, someone who takes action rather than one of these bookworms that read books and think they know about mental fitness or quote unquote mental health when they read a book or they go to school and get educated. Here's a pill. If you're a doctor, what's the saying? If your doctor is just prescribing you pills and not telling you to walk, work out, drink your water, exercise, connect with people, connect with a community of like-minded people, then you have a drug dealer. You don't have a doctor. Let's be real. Anyhow, I'm gonna finish up this walk, this 5K. I think about 55 minutes or so it takes me to walk about 5K, maybe about an hour. But we're gonna do this damn thing. Remember, psychological suffering is self-created by the degree of resistance you have to your current reality. So if you don't like your current reality, don't resist. Radically accept it, change what you can, accept what you can't, and then mindfully execute on your play. Thank you for listening. My name is Shadon, and I write on how to eliminate psychological suffering. Course coming soon, book coming soon, books coming soon. Let me say that. Um, Stay tuned. Refer a friend. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/at Mental Fitness Tribe. Join the tribe. Um, you can follow my website, shadonalkashif.com. I'll be announcing more details on that and other platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Check me out wherever you want. We're out here leading by example. Probably gonna have to pick up more garbage because people don't like to throw their stuff out. Anyways, remember, psychological suffering is self-created by the degree of resistance you have to your current reality. Lead by example. Your kids are watching, your kids' kids are watching.